solidified in what could be our final game of the entire South American qualifier. So thank you so much for joining us here on Moonduck TV2. My name is Maul. With me today is Trent. Hey, buddy.
I refuse to believe it. It won't happen.
A 3-0?
No, it can't happen.
I
won't allow it.
I agree with you because I think that SG Esports is a very good team despite the struggles they've had recently, as I was unaware of up until just recently myself. But
that's true. They have not been looking too hot.
They look good today too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like in the early game from this series, in the last two series they played, they look very good. And Infamous somehow managed to pull it out every time. A lot of it is probably Tomato, to be honest, because I think that guy's a great player, but I don't know.
It's a little ridiculous.
They just can't get over Infamous, I guess.
Yeah, we had the first two games of the day. If you guys missed it, Mad Kings, Tavo played this. I think York will good though.
Orc would have
been. He's a Monkey Kings game.
That's kind of insane.
You know you're in trouble when Monkey Kings getting picked more than you after those nerfs.
2. Where's Oracle? Is he like 3 or 4 probably?
Let's see.
17
games, 60% win rate.
More games than Viper, and Viper has a 31% win rate. Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah. The picks are they're fairly balanced actually. It's a decent spread. You know, there's definitely a top-heavy group of like the top. Anyone above like 75 is pretty ridiculous. Even like Legion Commander at 76 picks, very popular heroes, and then we get into this really big mid tier. This is what's so beautiful about Dota 2.
It's great. It makes it so interesting. There's a lot of companies out there for different teams. Of course, they're all very good. So it is amazing to see how these teams decide to get the heroes that they love to play. And we will jump into the game, and we will see how Tomato does again on the Viper, and if it's going to be a quick 3-0 for Infamous to get to TI, or if SG Esports have the fortitude to come back. The willpower, even.
I got to go with my Lion. I think he's got it. I don't know, man. Viper and Lion on the same team.
I don't feel as confident for Infamous this time around as I do. But SG Esports, they have such good lanes, and it always gets bad. Excel and KRD are going to find each other. Team with the first barracks kill, by the way. I would assume Infamous, but that's just because they have a good pushing team. Well, there's a Weaver and Lena. That's pretty good, too. I don't know.
It's a tough call.
That's a tough one.
I'm just clicking things.
Team of the most. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Team of the most.
Что сейчас произошло? Жил до конца, умер как герой.
Pure damage. This one I have to think about. Pure magical damage. Poison attack is magical.
Yep.
So that could be it. Lena's pretty good though. I would say Lena probably. And then longest skills. I'm happy with these. There's a fight breaking out, actually, although HFN Gucci's away.
Same thing again.
Yeah.
It's getting aggressive.
Infamous did so, I think, in the last 2 games, getting first blood each time. This time they will not have that first blood to fall back on. Instead, it will just be 2 runes for them, 2 aside, and we'll see how these lanes shape up. HFN's already moving towards the top lane, it looks like. Change the lanes up and send Tabo down bottom, as they know there is an aggressive tri lane coming in, or an aggressive dual lane, potentially, from Infamous. No, it's an aggro tri lane.
And once again, it's all about this idea of giving Tavo, I think, quite a bit. He works pretty well in these scenarios. The ward does not block the camps. It's only going to be giving vision down here, so Tavo will still have something to work with here. Definitely goes best if they have rotated out at that point. I think they do want the Weaver matchup as well up against the Razor, so yeah, we'll see if we get musical lanes going.
That's what I kind of expect. We saw it yesterday, I think, from Infamous, I believe. And I imagine we'll see it again. You can already see down here, Excel has a TP scroll, so he's ready to move.
Yeah.
And there will be a dueling top, KRD along with HFN, so they actually don't have the Ancient Opportunity starting mid for Cats. And so that means Tomato will have to back up.
That's a good choice. He's
holding on to the point. He went poison attack last time, but Nether Toxin might be better in just terms of getting off to a faster start. And yeah, the TP's already coming out, I think Excel. Yeah, that's it. KRD will take some TP mid comp stacks. Do it.
I like this choice though, having Catch in the mid lane. I think you want to put as much pressure on Tomato as you can. Just make sure it's really easy for ADR first. So Lion has made his rotation out of the top lane. We'll see if Weaver's happy with the situation. Generally, Weaver is happy up against the Batrider, but we might see him stay up here to like level 3 or 4, you know, even a little bit higher, and then try and put some pressure on the Razor to slow down that farm. And let's see what they want to do. Sentry thrown down, but
they already dropped.
There's no ward there.
Yeah, I was like, what was that for? It's not for the ward. There's nothing there.
Just hoping they can get some sort of play on the Weaver, I guess, and hope they can hold the wave here and just constantly deal with him during Kikuchi. Tries to make an aggressive play.
First play goes out, but Cell, of course, no arcane aura kind of thing. Like the CM, he will have his mana drain later on in the game once he gets to the levels. But for now, he's got to clear it up. King Tekka also has 1 mango, but that is it.
And you can see Cat's ready. Like a lot of times, you'll have that swarm a little earlier, trying to be aggressive in the game, but already ready for the rotation.
Should be giving away first blood. Earth Spike, 1 more auto attack. They just need 1. He's behind the tower. I cannot believe he made it out alive. The cold feet did not proc. Maybe it was the wind lace. Maybe it was something just not enough in terms of damage. They couldn't quite bring it down. That was.
It was so well thought out by SG Esports too. Like it was right when Cat hit 2, he's rotating up, and he took the Geminate attack to make sure he'd get the double. Just did not work.
Earth Spike to go.
Oh, mid lane, he's smoked up. He's gonna see this courier.
Oh, the scan comes out though. It looks like ADR knows this is coming. That is the perfect time for a scan. Wow. They've been on point with these scans, and
judging by his, yeah, that's very nice actually. I'm not gonna find a courier either. He only has a sentry too. Doesn't even have a ward to place
it's coming
down.
back actually, but they have no vision. They will break the smoke momentarily.
Dude,
ADR.
she is looking.
He will try to find it, but already Matthew's too far away because he has the wind lace move speed. King Tekka is starting to get zoned out. They will give a free lane down bottom to the Razor, pretty much, but it's not like Tavo actually is sitting only at 2 last hits, so he's had a pretty rough time as of recently, but now we'll finally get some of those to work with. So yeah, okay. Not much going on. A lot of fighting. Good farm for the lane at 21 last hits. Tomatoes 9. Again, sort of happened last game with the SF, but he's not looking that great again for Tomato to start off with.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try and catch up here. As he does get some probably higher points than Nethertoxin. It's not quite as bad as last game. He's got the 2 points in that. Corrosive Skin to throw some hate back over to ADRs. Matthew will need to pause here, but certainly looking forward to when King Tekka does get that lasso up and watch his rotations with the Lion. This used to be kind of an old classic where you'd have Lion and Batrider because the lasso comes out, doing all this damage. You can keep chain stunning him, but if it's someone who's extra tanky, you just throw out the finger. Yep. Make sure you guarantee that kill, and life's easy. And up against the Weaver, there's that extra value of being someone so squishy, and the double stun is, it's like, he's a hero that can just do so much on his own. You know, you don't have to rely on your other support so much, and that frees up a lot for Matthew. He can be targeting someone in the back lines, like this Ancient Apparition, if he happens to trying to be close to Cold Sweep or close to the Ice Vortex. There's so much value to an AA that actually sticks around now and isn't flying from across the map.
Yeah, likely to be in fights, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. Thelina, however, so Tomato, by the way, does go for that 2 points in the Corrosive Skin as anticipated. He didn't do it, I think, last game. He went like
he went 2-2.
2-2. Yeah, 2-2-0 actually, in fact. Yeah. Completely different build to be expected when you're against Thelina, who is right now off the map getting bounty runes and kind of, I think, just taking jungle stacks. His lane was kind of far pushed in.
King RD's going to even secure up a regen rune here. And Matthew can't even force him off of it. He can't like force the regen grab.
King Tekka is on the way, but he's not going to find it in time. So 40R will grab it. He will back away with a regen rune intel, which is
that's huge.
Good. Yeah, that's very solid for him.
Like he needs to keep an edge going for himself in this lane because it's going to get tougher and tougher as more levels are packed on the Tomato here.
They even rotate the AA back over as well, which makes Tomato's life a little bit harder.
3 points Corrosive now. He's waiting for that big gank to come in.
I don't know if it will. Because it's not like he's really winning the lane. He is starting to catch up.
Dude, he's got a big level advantage over him. Tomato.
Yeah, that's true. Again, probably because the support's been there for the entire time, and ADR has been out of the lane a fair bit.
There's that rotation we're looking forward to around like the fourth level or something like that. Razor goes back up to the top lane, Batrider comes down bottom, and they can try and put some pressure onto this tower.
Smoked up. They're going to try to make it go. Tomato, they're going to turn on the 14. The battery, Sultan Cogs are there. The cold feet, though. And Tomato needs to get a couple more auto attacks to get this. LSA comes out. Tomato walking up means he will go down. First blood. Bit of a bait. Matthew trying too hard to find this kill. And Tomato turning around when he's very low already. Means that it will be almost a 2-for-1. And Infamous will lose their big mid laner early on in the game.
Well, we just throw down the regen rune and we can do it all again.
Yes, he's good.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, that was... Matthew is struggling in experience right now. Like, and I know this is probably expected from a Clockwork, but it feels like it's too much almost. Level 2 still at 6 minutes into the game or thereabouts.
Yeah, not really finding his place in the mid lane or something like that. Doesn't have the best heroes to do it with. Maybe that's the problem. Like with the Razor or something, you need a really good wrap to create this moment where there's going to be a good stack. Things get off. Viper slow isn't that effective at such a low level. He needs his first skin to be survivable. It's like a 10%, so difficult to do too much with Matthew. Definitely a lot of pressure on him. At least he spots King RD here.
The sentry drops down. Matthew will see him. Cat roaming up as well. A lot of pressure already on this tower. This tier 1 is in some trouble. It's below 50% HP. The siege creep is doing even more. They will back up. They drop a ward down on the high ground.
Yeah, 4 heroes here. Like, Tavo's up top, just pressuring, stealing the bounty rune, taking some small camps. Now he goes back to his own bounty rune. 3 heroes in the mid lane. And once again, it's all alone. HFN just trying to push him in the tower, putting pressure on the King Tekka, not let him get a good throw these 2 games.
Oh, he Viper Strike too. Matthew wasn't nearby enough. Usually when you have boots and you have Viper Strike, you're able to get a kill if you have the support nearby, but it's not the case. Lena's pretty fast too with Fiery Soul. So Fortier is able to get away just fine. Now our rotation bottom is smoke up and could be King Tekka dead. He's got Firefly, Weaver coming in. Nick's looking for a mana burn, looking for an impale as well. Spike Carapace, that should be enough to secure the kill. Earth Spike to fly out, the Flame Break pushed back, and now KRD might get caught here. Excel looking for a couple more auto attacks. Now the static with the Plasma Field is just enough. Can they find this Weaver? HFN, no Scoochie for 5 seconds. They need another Earth Spike. One more auto attack, and they won't find him. HFN will Scoochie away again here. Matthew coming through.
Oh, Excel's trapped. The creeps. No!
Oh, he's dead. He's got to turn back around too. That's huge. HFN getting an extra kill that he probably shouldn't have even gotten. The Plasma Field not there in time. HFN, despite losing 126 damage, is still able to do enough to bring Excel down. A bit unfortunate for the line support, and now they're looking for mid. HFN is going all the way around. They're setting up for a gank here and trying to push in. King RD looking for something. Not able to find it. Spike Carapace not going. HFN, Scoochie's right there. He gets one auto attack as he gets under the tower. Very dangerous. They will take it. Matthew cannot find any initiation. Also coming in as Benhaz, and already a tier 1 tower taken down at 7 minutes, 50 seconds, going the way of SG Esports.
Yeah, TP way out of the back lines. We've been doing okay. Tower down. King RD and Matthew, the battle of these bullying supports. King RD on top like quite a bit.
All right, so this is another good start for SG Esports in the laning phase. But that's happened before. And I don't know. I mean, this looks way better than some of the other starts they've had, though. Galena is crushing it. They've killed Tomato once. They've stopped and slowed down the farm of King Tekka with a kill. They've gotten the tier 1 tower mid.
Oh, and again, this Carapace and the stun is so obnoxious. Also, Blade.
Should be enough with one auto attack. Maybe not. He actually didn't finish me left. He didn't want to get caught. And King Tekka will survive, and they will turn it into 1 kill. Earth Spike not there in time. Very close for Excel.
Goes for it as well. Hope for the best.
That was sketchy. And I guess the thing is, if that Lena doesn't start moving at that point, she's probably dead, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. One more right click though, it hurts. One more weedy dude, you know. Bigger breakfast. Maybe would have had that one. That's all it takes. HFN looking towards the early Lincoln Sphere. Pretty good game for it. He's the Bat Rider, of course.
That TP took forever. Firefly to come through, but he's fine. Forces it out. If they had detection, maybe they can find it. They don't have last yet. He is level 7. He's holding a point, I believe. Actually, 5 points. So he's holding 2 points right now.
That's a little weird.
That's kind of strange.
Really doesn't know what he wants.
I guess not, yeah.
That can be tough, you know, if you're fighting, sometimes maybe you want a little bit more in the sticky napalm. It can be pretty bad. Very disruptive to certain people, especially something like a Weaver.
All right, level 4 for the Clockwork. He's actually, the supports on Infamous aren't doing that poorly. You already have level 5 for Excel. You can have that finger pretty soon. It's going to be pretty nice to have to burst down some of these heroes. Again, they did take that tier 1 tower down mid, so there's a little bit more map control for SG Esports.
He got the boys. He can farm those Ancients.
Oh.
I guess he didn't notice though.
He's still got the Firefly.
Can he get a stack? Nah, you don't want stack.
Matthew's going to see it now, I think.
They're pretty different. I mean, yeah, you can definitely do them. It takes a lot of mana, but it's pretty worse. Oh, nice. That was good though. He got it with the double stack. That's a better play anyway.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. All right. Tomato building into the Dragonlance. I think it's drummed for Razor. He's been building it every game, or rather, we've seen it built every game on Razor.
And he really likes the SNY, which is kind of cool. Not too many Razors opting for that. Been quite a few evolutions of the hero over the past while.
I think it might have been him when we first started seeing Razor again. It was like Benhaz doing like phase drum SNY. I know that like Agent was purchased for somebody.
Yeah, he did that in one of his games already. This run with that exact build. So No, everyone's kind of off the old.
This could be troublesome. It's good spike carapace. Tavo is rotating up. 40R. Burrow strike to fall. This could be a dead man. Hodges. They have the LSA to follow up, and they're waiting, trying to bring it down with the Buddha Blade. They will trade for a support bottom, but Excel should be next. He's got an Earth Spike. He gets it on it too, but Tavo's coming in. He actually doesn't have the mana for Now he does. No chance coming out. He double kill for 40R. Very good start for this Lina. Feeling very strong and going 4-step first against this clock.
Yeah, and this is definitely the terrifying part about this draft is that they do have an insane amount of just chain stones. You know, that's why you look towards this like some kind of hero like that maybe in the end. But they went for the aggressive choice instead of the Lion, so it can look pretty rough early. But if this mid game they get ahead with King Tech and some sort of a blink and 4-step, then that's when the Lion can really light things up and also gives you a chance of killing a Weaver. Then some of these Witch Doctor Dazzle heroes, they just don't have the tools to deal with a Weaver like someone like Lion does. So. It's rough now, but
nice shot. Wow, that just barely hit on the cat. They're looking for two. They will only find, it looks like one, maybe. HFM, he's able to get out. Fuji just in time. They don't have the protection. He will be spotted. Epicenter coming in. They're going to try to find Ben Haz again. There's the Dragon Slave, and he should fall. LSA, it misses. Can he make it out? He's got it now. He will use it, and it might be in time. The Cosmic Finale. They need one more auto attack. They can't find him again. Another narrow escape. Here comes King RD. The battery sold it. Rather, the to push it back. They'll find the Earth Spike. Viper Strike, they need ADR. They're going to try to find him. The LSA to try to cover the street. There's that finger. Dead in the dirt is ADR, and they're going to find more. King RD flared up, dropped down. Tavo will be next. He has a TP scroll, but can he get out? He has no mana to do so, and here comes Tomato, the big bad Viper. A couple of auto attacks. The Cog pushed back. King Tekka gets the kill. He picks up the Blink Dagger, and it is 3 down for SG Esports again.
Tavo's Quelling Blade. The real grab.
Fantastic. Oh my god. That was
almost worse. Oh man, that is brutal. That, oh god, it feels like this every time for SG Esports. They're so close, and then just something happens. Something goes wrong. Like you kill that Razor, feels so good.
40R's kicking himself, man. ADR's like, I can't believe I missed that. I don't know, that's not, it's just rough. It's just unfortunate. It's just unlucky, I would call it, if anything. And then it just turns around drastically. If Ibis are able to capitalize on some of these, I wouldn't call them mistakes, but better situations, they're able to turn it around pretty crazily like they did there. And now it's going to get harder as that Blink Dagger is up for King Tekka. You have level 6 for the Clockwork, obviously he had it before. You have the level 6 for the Lion, obviously he used it before. So all of a sudden you have a pretty good timing window here. SG Esports still have a slight advantage. King RD is invisible. The Vendetta is going. They're looking for Tomato. This would be the biggest pick if they could find it. They are about to walk into a sentry, though. They've got Lasso. King Tekka won't use Lasso. Not yet. Viper Strike comes through. He gets it off. At least the Spike Carapace now King the Burrow Strike. The LSA. They want King Tekka, but a great Earth Spike coming up. They will get King RD. They will turn and kill Queen Tekka, though. And Tavo next to this Ice Flash coming through. It does hit on Doxel a lot of damage.
Oh, he's going to die.
I think he's shattering here. Yeah, he's definitely. It's going to be 2 kills per side. So,
wow. Considering they had vision of him to start, it went way better for SG Esports than you'd think it would have. They were maybe mind gaming a bit too much and just like too worried about when the Carapace was going to happen.
Where's Matthew going?
Do I want to lasso this guy?
Matthew, this is not the play. Well, what? This is crazy. He's going to get Laguna bladed, but he has the range ups. Gets forced away, though. He has it already, and that should be it. They missed the LSA again. Matthew trying to run. He's got 6 charges. He's going to fall. I don't know about that. Maybe he didn't know about the 4-step.
He must not know the 4-step. That's the only one. That was the oddest play I've ever seen last bottom in my life.
He's going to go for the TP, and he will burn to death before he can take it out. All right, well.
Lasso and 2 players in fog. All right, well, we're going to forget that one, I guess, but
let's just leave it behind.
We're going to let it go. Sometimes it happens, man. These are tense games.
I got to say,
sometimes you drop your Quelling Blade, sometimes you open.
Patience from Zone.
That's just delightful. Nice catch on that kill in the mid lane. Tavo does a scoop at the bottom. The bottom feeder. Get it? Because he's dying.
I got it.
And he's in the water.
I got it.
He's a bottom feeder.
I get it.
that was pretty funny.
Well done, Trent. Thanks, guys. I was laughing hard earlier. All right, we have the SMY coming up for Tomato.
And not the SMY as well for oh, did he use earlier? He went the drums and the pipe into the...
He did, I think.
Something. Remember
Might
we
have
were
been
like, this would be
yesterday.
a good egg. Oh, he went Solar Crest. No, it was earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see if he does the same build here.
That's right.
Wait.
He was going to go for S9. Okay.
So who was that playing it though?
It was
Was it Ben Haas?
Glenn.
No,
No,
it
it was
couldn't have
HF.
been.
It was HF.
It was HFN, right?
It was
Yeah.
HFN.
It's kind of funny.
All right, we have a smoke at the seat. They are looking for ADR. The Weaver is there as well with no Lincoln Sphere. He might be dead, actually.
All right, no, we're crazy. It was game 1 of the series. It's been a long week, guys. I'm sorry.
They're going to find Cat.
I knew it was
Epicenter on it too. The Burrow strike, the counter initiation. Tomato cold feeded. Will fall. Beautifully done. The last one coming out. ADR taking a fair bit of damage to the cog push. He's so low. They need an auto attack. They can't find him. He's not there. They're instead looking for Tavo, and he's going to survive. It goes both ways, ladies and gentlemen. The spike carapace as well coming out. It's going to be a 3-for-1. SG turning it around. And Ben Haas and Matthew trying to lead, but it looks like it will be a 4-for-1 as the Urn taking him down with Chikuchi coming in. One more auto attack. He does miss, but there's no trying to save him. It is going to be HFN getting the dominating spree. So just like that, with a counter initiation from Tavo with a blink dagger, it is enough to turn that fight and this game around pretty much completely.
Yep, so desperately needed. Considering you just won that fight without a single spell cast from Lina, that is massive. At least like no Laguna Blade, couldn't get a second round off or volley of any of his other spells he had to escape at such low HP. So very nice stuff. That was level 9, almost a half here on this next stat. He's still staying well ahead of his clockwork, and level's just so important on this hero. Much like clockwork, like, you often skip the level 2. You just want all these points in the other skills and abilities. Nyx especially. The mana burn's so good. The carapace maxed out. And goes for stun, but it's all on the high ground with the Ice Blast. And that's what you're talking about exactly. The lasso, Raiden, and just non-stop single target.
SG, they might have turned the corner. It was looking like things were going to turn around again for Infamous in like that mid game, which has happened every single time in this series. And I think they've gotten past the scariest part, especially against a Viper. You know, he's still doing well. He's still pretty tanky.
Now, we said this game 1 too. It looked exactly the same too, though. It was like, okay, they're ahead of the Viper. They have an anti-mage. This looks really good.
Yeah.
And they still, you know, they ran into some issues.
I do think that this is a bit more, a bit better for SG's first 2 games. So we shall see if that is in fact the case. They need the support step from King Tekka. They could use some more items all around the board, really. The detection is going to be important. The thing is, this Weaver's he's got his Lincoln Sphere, so he's pretty much past the most important part of the game for himself in terms of not getting lassoed. Is there anything that can break it easily, like Static Link or Blink Earth Strike or Earth Spike? Well, Line, I don't think has it.
No, it's pretty difficult. It's basically just mana drain. It's like the best ability you have, and it's not even the biggest distance.
Maybe Viper Strike, I guess, but it's pretty slow. It comes up pretty late. Yeah, really long animation.
So overall, it just have to be his own Force Staff that King Tekka relies on. So the best way to counter is to get like a second Force Staff so that he can blink Force Staff lasso and someone else Force Staffs the bat towards your team.
They need a sentry like right now. Ooh, Vendetta and Kale coming out. They want to get this kill. There's going to be Ice Blast to follow. King Tekka in trouble, coming through, and they're going to grab 2 again. They're going to come in too late. Infamous are going to try to find this. They will at least get 1 as the Earthquake comes in, or not. They didn't hit him. Tavo's going to get out. Nope, here comes the Viper to come through. King Urkin does hit up on that Impale. HFN trying to fly away. He will get out.
They need to hit and run, man. They got their 2-man combo.
Oh, he's actually going to make it out, I think. Yes, the Spike Carapace is so good.
Oh, but he has no TP. Look out! Look out!
Laguna Blade coming out. Here's the Viper Strike. They're going to turn this, and if they can get this kill, it would be huge. The LSA, he's got no TP scroll, and will tick down. It's a 3-for-2 trade, as I believe they will get another on the back lines. That is gigantic. Everything's making it Lina, but it is still pretty bad, all things considered, for Infamous there, losing another 3 heroes. Well, actually, they got a 500 damage out of it. Mostly the Viper, though.
Yeah, I guess because they are up 3K, so the comeback mechanics and whatnot happening there. But in the end, not much of an advantage differential, I don't think. Okay, they lost like 1, they're down like 2. Okay, we're straddling the line of 2 to 3K here, so maybe it was like a high 3Ks that they were leading, as we don't have the exact numbers. But yeah, oh yeah, indeed it was. It's like 39. Either way. The Excel, that was a nice play, right? He goes to the man drain. He's like, all right, if he turns to kill me, but yeah, he's dead. So the Lina makes the turn, but kills her. Excel's fine with this.
If it was anybody else, even the Razor, I think that's probably pretty good for ADR, but giving it to the Viper, who now has his what he was. So he was level 14. He didn't actually have his 175 health talent, or obviously the 16 skill yet. Oh, Viper Strike will break the Lincoln Sphere. He will time lapse back. And that'll be that. It looks like they really need the gem too, I think. But anyways, so he just got his 2 talents on the Viper, as he's 16 now. which means this gets a little bit easier for Tomato. He has the top net worth now. Something to keep in mind. So maybe this Viper can turn things around. But again, SG Sportsman is still a very good spot. It is still very even. 3,000, almost 4,000. And another thing also, there's every tower still available for Infinite. Every single one.
True. I think my MVP so far this game is probably King RD. The scouting has been amazing. He always has these two-man impales. He's going to look for another one here to try and set up into the Blink Burrow Strike. Oh, the scan. They know.
That will come out. That will be there in time before the strike there, but now it's there. Will they dive behind the tower? The Ice Blast will come through on it too. The cog push back, and they can't get the Burrow Strike off in time. The epicenter, he doesn't have the mana for it. Benja is still in a lot of trouble.
The combo breaker.
They need more detection. Tavo's been spotted out the Viper Strike, and Tavo will drop down. They're looking for more ADR on the back lines. They get off the Earth Spike along with another kill going the way of King Tekka with the Firefly. 3-4-0, and they're still looking. They have a sentry here. Matthew about to get turned down perhaps by HFN. They need to find something. They don't have lasso. They don't have any real way to break this. And I think he's just going to
not going to have it. Wow, and there I go, singing King Tekka's praises, and finally one fails. It's a very difficult thing to execute. You know, this isn't just like Chrono plus one thing. This is a Vendetta into two-man stun, into Blink, into two-man Burrow Strike. The whole time the Ice Blast is flying, and then you're trying to have ADR follow through to clean up the pieces. Like, it's extremely difficult, and they've been executing it really well. And I do think King Tekka's, or rather King RD is the big reason for that. But speaking of King Tekka, mid lane, gonna wander himself in. Was a little worried he might have had Force Staff there, but it's not quite finished yet. Although he does have the gold for it.
Oh my God, Excel is so poor. He just has Tranquil Boots. They really need to get some detection on the map. That is something that he desperately needs. He's trying to farm just any camps he can.
Yeah, we'll probably start seeing some wars come up from Matthew. I think he has everything that he needs to be effective this game, in comparison to how good Blink Mind will be.
Chelsea is detection down there. Is ATP coming in Ice Blast to fly through, just looking like they want to go on Excel. He is probably dead. Yes, he is. Shadow will come out. He's done so. That's the vision. They know that there's a ward here probably now. There's a good chance.
You on your mid. A lot of rotations coming through.
Oh, Van Haas.
How do you pick this off?
Cold feet, apparently. And then back.
Like, Tavo's over here, and they just saw him. Excel's pinging.
They go.
He's dead. He's the over vision here.
So, oh man, they really need a tower. They need some map control for Infamous. They can't find it right now. They have to pipe up for the Razor. He is going to the Soul Crest again, as we saw previously. Infamous still in some trouble. SG doing a great job, but it feels like they're barely hanging out. Despite this big net worth that this Weaver has, he doesn't have the damage item yet, and that's going to come into Chief's play. With that makes things a whole lot easier. Tavo looking for a Burrow Strike here, but King Tekka is going to get out of the Ice Blast, which will keep him alive. Matthew thinking about where to drop the sentry, and he will just get it. Although it was about to fall anyways. 30 seconds.
Well, we'll see. Once they have the Solar Crest up, maybe that'll be the time for them to head into the Roche Pit. Try and take down this beast rather quickly. Radiant can also opt in towards it themselves, using the Weaver, the bugs. Very handy tool for it, but they're going to have to hit one of these big combos somewhere in the other pit. You know, they take a fight in here, and, well, the Dire know that as well, because as you were saying, Sentry. Now we got how about a Sentry? You know what would be really great right here? How about another Sentry? This poor Lion.
They're like, at some point we need to buy a gem.
Yeah. And like, mind you, the one, look at this Radiant Ward though. Like, the one spot.
Area, yeah. Maybe they'll drop another sentry there. Can they actually get this tower? Probably not. Kinnerty's coming in, and it's already...
I think they can get it. Tavo's at the bottom lane. He can't get here in time.
But the thing is, can they get this tower for free? And I mean...
All right, Tavo's coming out, but they see it.
Yeah, they need to leave.
And there's fire on the Sand King that comes in.
They got the tower. Kinnerty is on the hunt. He has BKB, but if he gets stun locked, that's it. No, this isn't going to work, buddy. This might be a dead hero. They need an LSA or a Burrow Strike. He's going to try to turn on King RD. Here we go. TP out from King RD. He will make it. No. He gets off. The Ice Blast will come through, but that won't do nearly enough as the BKB is still rolling. HFN is chasing after King Tekka. The Fusil Blade will go. He will blank. That was beautifully done, but Shikuchi's still chasing him. They need more help coming out. Tomato now pretty low. The Burrow Strike. He's in trouble. The hook shot. The Force Death is there. They need something. Combo. Hook shot going into the creeps of the back line. Now Matthew getting confused up. This is troublesome. The LSA they will go through. He will go down. It will be a trade. It's a 2-for-1 so far. In the meantime, the AA is completely across the map. Can they find anything else? Lasso, they've got it. ADR, they're going to turn and fight. Benhaz, pretty low. Now HFN has to run. ADR will get dropped down. Can they find this Weaver? He's so tough to take down. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you just leave if you're Infamous. Benhaz might go for a TP. He will buy one, I would imagine. Ice Flat coming in. Benhaz will get hit, but where's the Weaver? I don't think it's enough to shatter him.
Oh, the creep spots him, the range creeps, though. They know he's lurking around here.
They're staying around him in it.
And remember, he has a pipe at 3.
Even if he kills him, he can just leave, though. That's the thing, I think. They don't have enough disables. Maybe with, like, Mana Drain Earth Spike? They're going to Shrine instead.
I think it's too scary.
Wow, what a fight coming out from Infamous again.
It honestly probably could have went even better if Matthew was able to find something, but unfortunately the hook onto the creep wave, and he didn't even cancel the epicenter. I thought that was really interesting. It was more like he just wanted to make sure there wasn't a follow-up from the Lina, because he understood that they were tanky enough to survive. And he was right, you know, that hook shot, if the Lina was closing in to look for the LSA, he possibly would have either hit her or he would have had the cogs off, but she was forced to back away because of him. So it looks bad for Matthew, but it's still a pretty fight-saving play.
Yeah, I think he did the right thing.
Yeah, like you're still getting in that fray that blocks everyone else off from cleaning up that Razor and forcing them to retreat.
Because he doesn't care if he dies.
No.
You lose Tomato or
He's the ward buyer, guys. He's, you know, he's got no gold anyway. He just goes down to 0.
Oh no, my next item, which I don't even know what it is even further away. What am I going to do?
And Lion's actually resorting to a blink. He buys himself the bracer. He's like, I'm never going to get a blink, guys.
He wants that gem.
I'm just getting the gem, yeah.
The gem is crucial in this game.
Slap that baby on King Tekka.
All right, is Tomato able to do the same magic he was able to do last game?
The real question is, how do they approach Roche? Are they just going in?
I don't think so. I think they need to
They want the kill. You know, you have a Bat Rider. You always want to go for the kill.
I think
that AA.
Tabo would be the best one. Yes, they're going straight for Tabo. They find the lasso. They're going to bring him down pretty quickly, too. I don't think there's any way they can save him. The Ice Blast will come out. It will sail through and not hit. KRD nearby. They need some protection. They won't drop anything yet. Battery still coming through. They're trying to find Cat, trying to keep it not successful. The hook shot. Now the Earth Spike to fall. Can they get any more? KRD. Oh my God, he gets blown up by that finger. Laguna will go, and Excel is still fighting fit. Now they're looking to break this Liquid Sphere, and they will, but they will lose Excel. In the meantime, they drop the sentry, and they will drop ADR as well in the back line. Tomato coming through. It's 4 dead. Infamous, how do they do it every time? It's insane.
The vision, man, so good. Catching Tavo was just brutal. That scan was so good. They were just like, maybe there's someone in here farming, so they slap a ward on the high ground, they blink on him. The best possible target, without question. Plus, the Nick wasn't there. He was in the mid, so had they jumped someone in the mid, maybe there was a chance that the Carapace was coming out. Like, he was hiding in the trees, kind of expecting this aggression, but sadly, it was the 1-0 that he wasn't able to save. And it all works out perfectly for Infamous. Now, they can even back towards Roche potentially. They would love to get a free pick while Lina's still dead.
ADR's up in 10 seconds. Although they just used Ice Blast, but I don't think they do this fast enough.
No, it's not worth it right now. Everyone's missing. They already used that Shrine last time.
Yeah,
this is chill out.
This is the right play. You've gotten yourself a nice little advantage for Infamous, but again, SG still only a 2K lead. This is nothing. You know, this Weaver is still out of control. He has yet to die. He has a Diffusal Blade. He's trying to get to a BKB next to have full defensive capabilities so he can just stand and deliver instead of just trying to skip around and hope that his Lincoln Sphere doesn't break. So he gets this BKB and things get a lot easier for HFN and SG Esports. And I imagine he will get there very soon as he's already got 2,200 gold in the bank. And SG Sports are still very much alive. ADR, though, at 4 Bloodstone charges. He's been getting caught. He's been slowing down a lot. Still the same net worth as Super Benjaz, but the 4 Bloodstone charges is pretty rough.
Right now they're just kind of following around HFN. Sticking together, try not to get lassoed.
Save the gem on King Tekka. His Firefly is about to be done. He
grab?
almost saw him, did he? I don't think so. There was it wasn't the line. They're jumping in. Last one to come through. Spike Carapace. They're going to find this. They're going to look for a hook shot. Misses. Spike Perspective come out. Ice Blast along with the Laguna coming through. Can they get ADR the BKB? They need to chase him down. It looks like they will. He has no way of getting out. No TP, and he will deny himself. He won't give that gold away. But again, the Bloodstone charges are now down to 3 and getting worse and worse as the game progresses. But immediately, SG heads to this mid lane.
It's an instance of a rare time where you're, well, number one, happy Firefly's on cooldown because he Carapace and it didn't do anything to King Tekka. Just walks away, or you don't have Aghanim's, and that also gives damage.
It was so confused. The guy was like, why isn't he taking damage? He's got the last, there's no Firefly.
Yep.
It's so weird to see sometimes. But They will push bottom. They're going to take maybe another tower. They have the Viper and Razor, which is more than enough.
Quite dead. Weaver just doing everything he can, trying to split push, has the diffusal blade, been using that to try and control up these heroes.
They might try to fight this.
I mean, we saw Tavo win a huge fight down here earlier today, but I don't know if we can do it again.
Go and this is not worth it. They're going to TP immediately. Can they
gotta
take it
force
out?
that.
Tomato, who will make it away? The burrow strike's not there. Time Ben Haas. He has no TP. He's getting it out of his backpack right now, trying to phase away. The drum is not there, but he will not get caught, it looks like, as they don't have HFN in time. And so they get out. They will not get the tower, though. It is sitting at 247 HP, but a good escape from Infamous, to be sure.
Yeah, very scary stuff. Of course, it looks like, you know,
We can see where they are, but with the night vision, they have no idea that guy's typing or TPing in front of their face. By the time they do this, it's a second too late.
Look at this. They're invading the enemy jungle. There is a Radiant Observer Ward. The vision advantage is there for ST, and Tavo finds at least an inventory now.
Passing past a Radiant Ward, that is a big deal when they have this gem, but it's not going to end up mattering. They can just go down and clear up that tower. You can already see the drawings there saying,
Hey,
look,
let's go.
but get out of here. Like, we got this over here.
Man, King Tech with a
Dyer's
BKB.
middle tower
No
is
more
under
spikes hit
attack.
well.
No
Thing is-
gale can snuff the flames.
Yeah, he's just going to run over this fight. It's going to be disgusting. I'm pretty sure. Like, it's all on Weaver to clean him up. And even he has a Maelstrom as part of his build, so a lot of that damage is going to be negated.
Oh, he actually went the he didn't go the BKB. He had a shift Q. Went the Maelstrom.
Oh, and the Weaver?
Interesting.
So they like the fact that bottom's being pushed by Tavo. When they went to go do it, they see him pushing it. They saw him TP in, I'm guessing, with the bots, and they said, all right, let's just go Roche. Because we know
Dyer's top
Tanking can't
tower
join
is
us.
under attack.
They're looking
It
to
fights
go
for its life.
This
Dyer's
is a
top
little bit
tower
risky,
is full.
but could be game ending if they grab it.
This is crazy.
Dyer's
So
bottom
with this,
tower
they need a lot of work. The ice
holds
blast is
flame.
gonna come through. And gets out of time. Tomato doesn't really carry his BKB and he has corrosive skin.
He's just saying,
Dyer's bottom tower is
Here,
under
push that
attack.
up, please.
He's fine.
So they get a lot of damage onto him, but good play by Tavo to get all that pressure in the bottom lane, make his way back in time too, and now he just has the bots right
And they're
back
gonna
up.
push maybe into the tier 3 top. I don't know if they have time.
They did use the shrine. They're just gonna go right back in. Get that ward. Oh, he's dodging. He's watching out for ice
They
blast.
smoked on Tavo already. They're trying to make it in time. No, I don't think by the way. TPing out already is Tekka. Meanwhile, HFN is in the jungle. They don't know that, I don't think.
Oh, they see
will
him.
now.
There
They do
is
see
a
him.
hook shot. Matthew wants this.
Oh, good dodge. That was
beautiful, dude.
beautiful. He needed to get that dodge or else he gets caught, and that's troublesome.
Tavo's right back down bottom though, and again he has his bots ready, so he can just kind of ditch into the trees, head into another lane, try to keep the pressure up. I really like the decision to go bots as well. Like he went this blink right into bots, and well, after the Midas, and since then he's been able to farm up into a Yule Scepter too, because he knew how this game was going to go. The 5-man was looking like it was going to be stronger from Infamous. They've been having some trouble, and so we have to expand ourselves into the late game, and we're trying to get more farm onto our Weaver and myself. He's thinking of himself on the Sand King, so bots are the best way to do it. Mid lane.
Lasso, they will find Messi again. They have the battery still going. Maybe they turn this around. Messi, they don't have any heroes to provide. Usually they try to get like there to go, but he's going to burn down and burn alive, and that's going to be a kill for King Tekka. Nicely done. Meanwhile, top lane, HFN is behind.
Just casually chilling next to each other.
Walks right by him.
Yep.
They're going to see him cut the creep wave. Can they kill him? They don't have
I think that's why he feels fine up here. Who knows? He has to do everything he can, even if it's very dangerous. We have the hook shot, but the range is just not there. There it was, but
They didn't have any way to cancel
they
that.
didn't have time. Yeah, the hook shot was just a little bit too far away.
Viper trying to go on ADR. Wave stopping his TP. ADR is fine. Burrow Strikeaways. Excel's also trying to chase. He actually, remember when you said he's not going to be able to give Blink anytime soon?
Well, they did win a bunch of fights to take Roche.
That's
so
true.
That was a while ago. But you're right. He had given up hope. and
I'm
then
not-
He even bought a cloak.
I feel like that was like me calling you out, and that was not my intention.
Yeah,
at all.
whatever, Mom.
God damn it.
You all heard it.
Do you remember when you were wrong?
SNY also almost finished up here. So these are the SNY brothers, Viper and Razor, two filthy lane dominators working together. These are some baby knight heroes right here, man.
That's actually the most true thing I've ever heard. You think of Baby Knight, you think of this and like OD.
Sniper. That's the other one.
Radiant's
That's
bottom
it.
tower
That guy's
is under
nasty.
attack.
Oh, Baby Knight. It's hilarious. They are two nasty brothers, that's right. Yeah, they're getting bigger and bigger as the game progresses. Tomato, 19,000 net worth. I don't know how he does it with this hero, but he makes the right decision.
You know what's the most impressive though? As much as we're talking about Infamous, because they're like winning fights and big game face over the map, it's crazy how much they've kept this gold close from SG. Like, you look at the net worth and you're like, oh, who's winning? You know, like it just feels like there's so much more power inside Infamous. They have a better initiation right now.
What is HFN is just, he is breaking ankles in the most serious of ways. It's actually nuts.
And then Tavo again up top these bots. Like, they really can't get a good handle on these lanes at the current moment. And they're going to have a hard time actually making good use of this Aegis. It gets easier when the cheese is added on as well, of course, because it doesn't expire. But we don't have that long left to go. Only 2 more minutes. So
yeah, I don't think they're going to get anything done with it.
I would like to see them try and force top and get this tower. That, to me, seems like the best one. Because if you can force out, this is game 3, get that last tier 2 and make it so that if you get in the base and take some big fights, you can mega. You know, you don't want to be the team that's forced to go back because you don't have enough time to get the tier 4s, but you can't clean up that last set of racks because that tier 2's out on the map. So put that pressure there, and look at the way they're doing it too. Kind of like a pincer maneuver where they're squeezing in both lanes and only offering up 1 to SG Esports right now. So they're all inning on it, which is fine. But it should work out better for Infamous.
I mean, they're going to probably trade. His tower's super low. Bottom. Okay.
I think you're happier going high ground though. Just making sure you have your TPs, getting out of his backpack here for Benaz.
They really are trying to.
Dire's bottom tower is under
King
attack.
Tucker buys the TP. Everyone's heading the shop, buying TPs. They know what they're about to do.
Bottom tower
Has pushed the
is
tier 2
no
tower. They're already
foresee
back.
the Radiant's top
He's gonna try and
tower
cancel
falling
this.
shortly.
He's already gone, I think. King Tech is just trying to clear out the group wave. They're going to come back, it looks like. That's 4 versus 5. TPing into the Shrine is going to be the Weaver, but they have no way of stopping it. Now this could turn into a fight that maybe Infamous don't want to take. Although the Weaver breaks the Liquid Sphere, but he is going to be able to get out. And they've separated him. He's pretty far away, too. King RD might get jumped on. They're looking to blink and excel. Earthspike can't find it. There's going to be...
That is the gem.
Man, that was...
I'm coming. It worked out, though. That's fine. They got the tower. Everything's still fine. They have the Aegis. They have 1 siege. They need to kill it. They're pinging it. They're saying, protect the siege engine. Yeah, they got one, though.
They found King RD. There's going to be Cox 4 steps away, though. He should be fine. In the meantime, there's going to be Excel throwing out that finger. Matthew solo actually got the
blade mail off, though.
Now ADR, the Shrine is there, and it's keeping him alive for now, but in the meantime,
that catapult, dude.
I can't believe it's still alive. It's going to get the tier 3 tower, and they just back. Tomato might be in trouble. He has no BKB, but he gets the Aegis. He's about to actually expire. And it's now the Aegis is gone. He needs to leave, and they will be able to protect him. It looks like he's able to get out. They won't chase him down. They won't go up the high ground here for SG Esports. Tomato living dangerously, but now they can head to the Shrine and take even more map control. No, pretty much the first bit of map control considering they've been having a tough time keeping these lanes discussed again.
Just some excellent play in general, all around there. You can see them pinging the catapult. They understand exactly what's happening. They see the creep cut, and they're like, look, protect this thing. Make a barrier around them. Make sure that they're not going to get back to our protection. It's huge. It allows them to get that tier 3. The dodge at the end there as well from Viper from that Ice Blast. And then even Matthew, he went down, but he got his Blade Mail off before that Laguna Blade. Took a third of her HP from the Lina, and she got forced off her own shrine because of it. And now they're going to be able to clean up these shrines. That means the next Rosh is theirs. They play the slow game till the end, and this is what Infamous looked like in game number 1.
They're actually pushing in towards the base. They have a pretty deep... This is a board that I would not have expected ever to be up, and that's pretty good. It gets a lot of vision.
Yeah, that's a clutch one right there. It's a very tough dive, though. Even something like A will be nice, and this is where you expect them. That's why the sentry's here. You think the ward's going to be right here, looking for that... Bat Rider or Clockwork Initiation. This will probably be a Matthew YOLO play. He doesn't have the Force Staff, so it's a little less effective than usual, but he goes in, gives the vision for the Bat Rider, and you follow up on the important target. So we're trying to Glimmer play instead.
They're going to go for King RD. They'll force back up to there. This is a dead Nixon. That's
the disruption.
They need to find 4ADR. They get the stun off as well. HFN taking a lot of damage at the time up. ADR gets forced back. They will kill 2. Now there's going to be outside. They're diving too deep. Benhaz taking a lot of damage here. This is too much. The Ice Blast will go. Tomato wants the melee creep. Or melee racks rather, but is it going to be enough? Tomato now getting turned on. The Burrow Strike will come through. He has no BKB. He's in trouble. He's going to try to find King RD, but he gets turned on. And there's going to be 3 dead for Infamous. Can Benhaz get out? He has a TP scroll. He does have buyback. The Burrow Strike, and Benhaz will fall as well. They get the melee racks, but I don't know if that's worth it, Trent.
Yeah, it's a bit of a heavy price. Time will tell exactly how much the rating can get out of this one, but I did really like the initiation. I thought that even that back line, he was just like guerrilla warfare from Matthew. He just got in there, disrupted everything that he could. And getting the melee racks, a huge goal for them. King Tekka really can't go down here. He'll be okay.
And they're probably going to have to buy back in both of these cores.
I don't know. They have Glyph. They can chill out. The wave is still
53 seconds. It's pushing in mid pretty hard.
pushing in bottom as well, pushing in top too. They're getting full control over the map. They've spread out so much that they're not immediately sieging mid. And with the finger still available, Glimmer Cape and whatnot, I think it was a little bit risky. This way, at least you're getting the full map control, and you can at least try and set yourself up in that next Roshan, and that should be the real goal, I feel like, for SG.
Yes. They want to try to get the cock with control people go. Fine. Tabo looking for a bro. He will find a decent GP Ice Blast to come through. They get off the Spike Carapace along with the Impale. Now the Vendetta follow up. They go. There goes the BKB. They get the hook shot off onto HFN. There's no buyback still. Matthew's still able to get out for now. Time lapse will come through. They are not focusing on the buildings. They use some shrines. Tabo looking for another bro. He misses on Excel, and HFN still chasing the Hex to go. He's still fine. The life drain, or rather mana drain, to come through King RD. Now they'll turn their attention back onto the building.
All right, he's
There's
crazy.
no glyph. They still have their racks, though. They will lose their tier 3 more than likely. Now they need to get out. Clockwork is TPing in. Looks like he didn't actually go for it. He cancels it in the end. They will be able to make it away because they did not have that Clockwork. Shrine coming through. Viper trying to chase anybody that he can. HFN pops his BKB just to get out and will do so. Okay, so they don't have to buy back. They lose the tier 3 tower. That could have been so much worse for Infamous, and they somehow don't lose anybody to begin with in that fight. God, it's crazy.
So worth it though. You keep the buyback advantage, even if it's losing a tier 3. That is the best possible play, I think, from Infamous in that situation. Don't lose anyone. And man, Excel played like absolutely to the limit in that fight. Even after he Glimmer Cape, he starts going with the mana drain. Like, this guy must be a Lion player. To go in for something like that, where you're using like the channeled spell during your invis just to annoy the stupid Weaver.
Got him.
I mean, I can remember some Excel Lion days way back in the day, but it's certainly been a while, at least for me, to cast it.
He's feeling it. They still don't have a way really to deal with this Weaver, though, and ADR has survived the last couple of fights and he's starting to get some
Yeah,
semblance
he's
of
10-0-8, man.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure.
It may
Although Roche at this point. Roche will respawn in 123. We have the official time now.
This is really starting to test the Tomato Viper in this game. You look at the next shrine, the last shrine but we shall see. He's working on a butterfly next. He's built up the Talisman of Evasion as the buyback. He needs 100 gold, so he should be fine getting that. No worries.
I think you get control here. Watch the runes. Try and get good ones for the Roche fight. It's past 40 minutes. There's 2. It's a huge deal lately. We've heard a couple pro players at the summit just talk about like they shouldn't be getting runes. If you're losing, like, and you're the winning team, much like Infamous kind of feel like they are, at least in terms of the map control right now, they need to deny out those big runes from the enemy team. They could be game ending, honestly. Arcane, DB, even a regen in a bottle.
We've talked about it a little bit, especially in the mainstream double damage, just how good it feels in terms of winning a game.
Of taking Roche.
Yes, and that is the big rune. We just saw Tomato take a shrine with it, and I mean, that might not seem like a lot, but at this point, anything is good. So they are now starting to get a little bit of map control back from SG after taking that tier 3 tower. Guess what? It's another DD rune. Okay, and guess what's going to be up in 18 seconds?
Oh, it's Roche. And guess who has a flare and better vision control over the Roche pit? It's the Dyer.
Yeah,
So
it's still pretty sketch for Infamous. They did just pick up a gem on the Nyx Assassin, so they'll be able to counter.
oh my god, you have an illusion to scout it. Are you serious? Wait, what? Alright, it's gonna work out anyway, I'm sure. Oh, they're hooking.
Shot. They have found Cat. The
That
top pushback.
Lord.
He is dead.
And let's just walk into Roche
Roche,
and
hey,
oh,
good
hey
to see
guys,
you, buddy.
there's a Roche here.
Are they gonna smoke and try to contest this? Because this is Aegis and Cheese.
Can you fight with? I don't think you can fight with that ice bar.
Probably.
You actually can.
This is probably.
This is, you know, we've seen some amazing plays. We've seen some crazy plays. I'm not sure which way to put it. From both teams, things happen that you're not expecting.
This is the most.
And I'm
unexpected
expecting
game
an
of Dota.
Infamous going up top and taking this game. The Aegis and the Cheese,
This is
so.
the most unexpected game of Dota I've ever seen.
But we have to expect the unexpected, because that's what this game has taught us so far.
This game is so crazy that SG will super not dying once. That's how crazy this game is. I was shocked to see that. However, SG still have a good defense at the end. Great players, Tabo, of course, on the stage. We expect him to make some big plays to turn this around. BKB is up, and it's a 10-second BKB duration for Benjaz. He is going to start building to the Aghanim Scepter, but every other item has been crucial along the way.
Oh, King Tekka's going to be Octane. That is quite the bad item.
He's really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it'll just be an Aghanim. You could just straight up buy it right now, but it's all on King Tekka. We've been seeing a lot of pings from him in the late game. He's trying to promote more right now. He's making the calls to the offlane. This guy needs to find the big grab, and it's so tempting with that vision there. They can't de-ward right now. If they try, they're going to get force staffed outside the base. So they have this free vision inside.
Just going to They don't want to fight this.
Oh, he's coming to place the sentry. Be careful. Oh, who wants to get force staff? Who wants to stand still and hit the sword? Can we find a rotating to this side?
For nothing. Dangerous. They're going to throw. He's forced away. Going to get platooned as well, and now he's going to get to the low ground safe and sound.
They missed the jump.
Yeah, this is going to be probably a reset and nobody dying here, which I would assume favors him. Wait till your BKBs are back up for King Tekka. His last is back to 40. So you don't really need to try to push this in too quickly.
Hey, if you're Radiant, man, you just held. You didn't use anything too important. You know, you're throwing these spells that they'll be back. You know, just as soon as the BKB's back.
He's actually going to buy Octarine. He's got
All right. Well, so much for
he
worrying
has no
about
buyback.
Lasso.
That is insane. You actually are in such a... This is not like you're super far ahead. You don't really think that they can come back if they kill you. Like, you bought an Octarine core and don't have buyback. You're crazy, Tekka. You're actually insane. But that's fine. You know what? This is great Dota. I love it. Jump in. Earth Spike will hit. They need a lasso to fall, but it's not there in time. They know it. Now they're going to find the Earth Spike. That would be Matthew. He gets forced himself back. Butterfly is now done for Tomato. The flare will come through. Tomato's still going to work on this creep wave. They will force him forward and get the tail as well. Like the spear will break. He does have his time lapse still up, ready to go. Lasso is ready. King Tekka holding onto it. The cold speed. He will get forced out. Now the burrow onto two. The fight about to break, and they will get Excel almost instantly. BKB, they want the lasso. Can they find it? Who is it on? It's the Weaver. They need to bring him down. The hook shot is there. He's got buyback. He might need time lapse, and he will. He's going to get right back into the fray. The BKB pops. Aegis is down. Matthew is going to be next. They bought back in the line. He's trying to make it back into the fray. That is Matthew down the burrow strike. BKB in time from Tomato. Beautifully done. Viper strike now. ADR getting forced into the high ground. Tavo is low. He's going to be able to use himself. King Tekka about to fall. Again, he doesn't have buyback. Something to keep in mind. King RD going to get caught next and drop. An ultra kill for Tomato. The late game Viper. It is not a myth. And now he's looking for ADR as well. The LSA will just narrowly hit. He gets to the shrine in time. It is only the two cores left, the Weaver as well as the Lina, and they're about to lose 2 lanes of racks, both top and mid. HFN trying to get bottom to do anything he can. This is so close. They're about to get the Lincoln Spear break. He's getting dropped. He's going to get the time lapse off in time. The Laguna Blade will come through, but does not too much except for bring Excel down. 2 gems on the deck. Now man fighting. HFN trying to do what he can. This is getting closer and closer to Tier 3 tower. If they get Megas, it's almost certainly end, and it will be because they get the kill. Benjaz will fall, but it's too little too late. I don't know if ADR can do this on his own. Maybe with the help of the Ice Blast coming in. Now Tomato has to leave. The buyback from King RD. He will force himself away. He has a TP, but it's in his backpack. He has the BKB TP ready with no way to cancel it.
He's got no mana for it.
Yeah, he actually is just going to have to run, but he should be fine. They won't get Megas, and they will not win the game straight up for Infamous. But boy, do they do some serious damage.
Oh, there were some good plays during that fight too. The patience as well, just numerous waits in the force staff, like
Ensuring that they were going to be able to save Matthew. They get a little bit of a bait outside the face too. And
just even like the Weaver, I thought he was going to clean that fight up. I was scared. Like I thought they were about to have to throw out some buybacks here from Infamous, but
This Viper so farmed and does so much damage. Why can't I play it?
because it's not you, buddy. It's Tomato, and he
It
is
is.
absolutely destroying 18, 3, and 10. There's a little prediction here on the side that says, who gets the longest kill streak? Well, I went with a 10, and that is the current one that we have in the lead from that Viper. He's destroying right now.
Yep, it is looking good for Infamous, but it is not over yet. We have 47 minutes into the game. We have how long in Roche? At least 3 minutes. Respawn time for Benjaz, 28 seconds. A couple of buybacks used on both sides, more particularly the Weaver.
Dude, these creeps are getting close.
They got
Tavo is an arcane rune. That's actually pretty nice. Might be something to stymie them for a bit longer. And they're getting a little close to that Razor. Maybe time to chill a bit. But they're also thinking that Radiant are, have the same idea. Where like, oh, why would they come in when Razor's still dead, right? Oh, he's buying
Center getting channeled. Tomato, does he get out the force step away in time? The lasso is there as well. Onto ADR, they need to bring it down. I do believe he might have back. No, he doesn't. Down for 64 seconds of the hook shot. They're looking for the battery. So King RD is in trouble. He will try to TP home just barely, but will not make it the cog push. Matthew, beautifully done. Unbelievable. It will be Infamous, almost certainly, taking it 3-0. They're going to TI, taking down SG. The beauties of the Kiev Major.
For the first time in the history of Dota 2, we had one squad make it to Frankfurt from the beautiful region, but this is the first time to get a direct regional invite to TI. Welcome to the international Infamous.
That is insane. They take them down 3-0, and again, dude, it was that rough laning stage that happened once more for